Hi guys, my name's Andy Tucker from Team BRIT. You're watching Web Wednesday powered by AdFeeder.
As I hope you might have noticed, that wasn't actually me introducing Web Wednesday this week. As for the second week in a row, we've actually got a special guest with us. Before we get into the main topic, let me give you some quickfire news to get you up to speed. It looks like hypercars are set to get even more hyper, if that's even a word. This is all thanks to Bugatti and Rimac, who are officially partnering to develop the next generation of record-breaking cars. The new company, known as Bugatti Rimac LLC, is interestingly 45% owned by Porsche, and then 55% owned by the newly formed Rimac Group. Do you think this means we're likely to see the next Bugatti without that iconic W16 engine? I think time's going to tell with this one. Speaking of Porsche, their first ever electric production car has been a success, but sadly only the ones that actually work. The brand recently announced that it's recalling its Taycan to fix an issue where some cars have been suddenly losing power whilst in motion. The brand has already sold over 43,000 Taycans globally to date, and despite the brand stating that only a small number of those sold will be affected, it's likely to dent the Taycan's momentum slightly. Naturally, the same issue is also affecting the brand new Audi e-tron GT, as it's built on the exact same electric powertrain as the Taycan. Volumes seem to be a lot less with the Audi, as only a small amount of e-tron GTs have actually landed with their customers yet. But anyway, let's get back to our main topic this week. Here at AdFeeder, we like cars. It's the main reason we do what we do.
Anyone want to race me?
We also like to help hundreds of car dealers sell more cars, but that's another story. But there are a few things better than seeing cars being pushed to their absolute limits, especially out on track. This Sunday just passed, we were invited by Team BRIT to one of the most iconic race circuits in the world, Silverstone.
Not sure which
Our man Andy Tucker and the rest of the Team BRIT guys were competing in various classes of the Britcar Endurance Championship, a fiercely competitive and grueling series that's certainly not for the faint of heart. Andy was a true gentleman all day and showed our whole team around the busy pit area, where all three of the Team BRIT cars were maintained ready for a hard weekend of racing. I'll leave you with Andy, who gave us a fantastic walk around of both the BMW M240i and the GT4 spec Aston Martin V Advantage.
So this is my BMW M240 that the lovely guys at AdFeeder have sponsored for me this year. I'm going to give you a quick little walk round of it. Let's start where the magic happens. What's that? We've got a 3 litre turbo powered straight 6 producing 440 to 450 brake horsepower. So it's mated to an 8-speed automatic gearbox that we've managed to configure to run in manual all the time. We've got big brakes on it, as you can see down here. Tarox 8-pot cylinders with massive brakes on it. It really does stop on a dime. Dunlop Direza tyres with braid alloys that help us to keep the car on track, hopefully, as long as things go all right. Stepping over this way, if we can move Phil slightly. Cheers, buddy. As you can see inside, we've got our full roll cage, steering wheel on the setup with our automatic shifter for us. There's so much technology that goes into this car provided by Team BRIT for me. It's absolutely amazing to drive. All the power's coming to the back end, but we also have a nice big wing on the back that helps us keep the car completely settled on the track at all times. We've had one race so far today, we're looking forward to the second race. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get on that podium, because I'd love to put our guys at AdFeeder on the podium. And this is our car. This is my little baby for the weekend. Should we show you the Aston Martin that we're looking at for next year? I think so. Follow me. So this is our Aston Martin for Team BRIT. This race is in the Endurance Championship with Britcar. It's a 4.7 litre V8, 450 brake horsepower. But this can run a lot more aerodynamics. It can run on slicks as well, whereas we have to run on treaded tyres with a BMW. It's a little bit battle scarred at the moment because we were out racing it yesterday for a 2-hour endurance. You can see we lost the wing mirror cover, but it's all right. We'll get a replacement one of them. But to show you inside this car, the brilliant thing about Team BRIT, and this is what I really appreciate from AdFeeder with the help for, these steering wheels allow any disabled driver to drive the car. Oh, bit of background noise there. So we've got the upshift, the accelerator on this side and the brake on the back with a downshift button and an upshift button. This wheel alone allows a disabled driver who can't feel anything from the waist down or who's lost their legs to completely control the car at all times, allowing them to keep both hands on the wheel. Got a hell of a lot of technology that goes into these cars, and I can't thank the guys at AdFeeder enough. So that's my little bit of Web Wednesday. Enjoy your day, guys.
From all of us here at AdFeeder, we'd like to thank everyone at Team BRIT for a fantastic day out. Seeing our logo on the side of the BMW as it barreled into Maggots and Beckett's was a real treat to the eye. As always, we hope you enjoyed this episode and stay tuned for next week's where we bring you more news from the world of automotive and tech.